Sir Michael Thomas Somare, born 9th April 1936, died 26 February 2021. You're with Mission Alive. I'm Roger, coming from MSC Mission Office. I'd like to remember today the late Mr. Michael Somare, Sir Michael Somare, our great leader in Papua New Guinea and the founding father of the nation. He was a teacher, a journalist and a broadcaster. He was an interpreter in the Legislative Assembly and became member of the Legislative Assembly at the end of the Australian colonial time. He led the nation to independence. He was the Chief Minister before independence, became the Prime Minister after independence. For the next 50 odd years he was still in Parliament, Prime Minister 3 times, Foreign Minister, Opposition Leader. His life was the life of Papua New Guinea. His life was the political life of Papua New Guinea. Many people in Papua New Guinea, all of Papua New Guinea, are mourning the loss of this great man for the nation. They are rejoicing also and celebrating his life, which was a life of great achievement, many fruits. Many people in the Pacific would also be feeling the same way, mourning his death, celebrating his life, and no doubt many people here in Australia would be the same. People who had worked in Papua New Guinea or have some connection with Papua New Guinea. A great man has passed on, and we mourn his loss. We celebrate his life and the great achievements that he brought with it. He had his successes and failures, had his weaknesses and strengths. Anybody that has to work in a political system knows what that costs in terms of compromises, making deals, trying to get the best out of any given situation. He came through that with a smile, with a good sense of humour and with honour. I would like to tell a little story. One time when I was travelling in Papua New Guinea, I was in Port Moresby. I was in the Air New Guinea lounge, and when I walked in there, Mr. Somare was there with a group of acquaintances, friends. I was discussing. I didn't know anybody else there, and I went over and I sat in the corner, opened up my computer and I was working. Mr. Somare, Sir Michael's friends went to their flight. He was there. I was still working. And I looked up and he was looking at me. He was looking at me very intently. And I looked at him and he said, "Do I know you?" I said, "Well, you might, Mr. Somare, I know who you are." And I went over and sat with him. And I introduced myself and he said, "Oh yes," he said, "I remember I met you such and such a place." And we discussed and whatever and chatted. But the thing that still comes across to me from that little meeting, I mean, I was nobody to him. I was just another fella sitting in the corner, minding my own business. But he looked at me and said, "I think I know that fellow." And so he said something. That was a bit typical of the man. What he was interested in was people. And getting the best out of a situation for people. As well as being a statesman and politician, he wanted to build a nation from the most diverse of peoples. Time of independence, there might have been, 5 million people, 800 different languages, 800 different cultures. And he set about to build a nation out of that. The nation is still going. Some say it's not going so well, but it's still going. And the diversity is still there. It's a credit to him, and a credit to all who work with him, credit to his family. And lastly with that, in that nation the church has done many things, and that is often recognised in education, health, even infrastructure of roads, airstrips, all kinds of things. And that was part of working with the government, working with people like Sir Michael Somare to make things happen and to get things done. This is a mighty mission. He had a mighty mission in life, to create a nation, and to create a nation of unity. Let's continue to do that in Papua New Guinea, in Australia, wherever we are, to build people up in unity and peace. Keep on with the mission. Thank you.